Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Matt's already in here. What's up, Matt? Hope you guys have had a great week so far. We're going to get a little Muay Thai and boxing practice in today. Kind of going to take everything we've been working on in the boxing and Muay Thai lessons this week and start to slowly melt them together. So you'll recognize some of the stuff that we're going to do if you were following along with any of those classes earlier this week. Don't forget, we'll have our workout class right after this at 12:15. We'll have a Twitch stream at 4. And any parents that are watching or any of the kids that are in here, or students, let your parents know to look for an email tomorrow morning. I'm going to send one out, just kind of going over everything. The hope for us, luckily, is gyms are included in the first step of businesses being allowed to open back up. So there's some hope for us. Governor Hogan's coming on today at 3, and hopefully he'll give us some more details on what that means for us. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll be able to get back opened up here sooner rather than later. Obviously, there might be some guidelines and restrictions on what we can do when we open up. So I just want you guys to know me and Master Tom are willing to work around it and do whatever it is that we can do to get you guys back in here and get back to business. So just have your parents look out for that email tomorrow morning. Another thing I'm going to attach in that email, anybody who has a little free time over the weekend, I'm going to be attaching a flyer. I need you guys to help us out, make some get well cards and some feel better, cards for patients that are in the hospital. There's an address and everything that'll be attached to that flyer. But a lot of patients right now that are in the hospital aren't allowed to have visitors because of the virus and everything going around. So we could definitely do our part a little bit to help comfort some of those patients that are in the hospital. So I'll have all that information on the email tomorrow morning. Again, just have your parents keep their eyes open for that. So, all right, that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get a little 3-minute warm-up in. First minute, I just want to do jumping jacks, get everything going. So for 1 minute, make sure you got a little bit of space, make sure you got a water bottle handy. Start with your jumping jacks, just to get the arms and legs moving. Good. All right, next minute, I want you guys to warm up. Just shadow box, jab, and then I want 2 rear hand punches. It can be 2 crosses, it can be cross uppercut, cross hook, or cross overhand. Okay, but throw a jab in it first, and then follow with 2 punches with the rear hand. Okay, we recognize this from the boxing lessons that we did yesterday. And good time. Okay. Now, third part of the warm up, If you guys remember from Tuesday, we did that Senshai switch drill. We're gonna do the same thing for 1 minute. You're gonna switch 2 times. So you go 1, 2, kick with the back leg, put that foot down and switch 2 times. 1, 2, kick with the other leg, okay? You're just gonna keep doing that for 1 minute. All right, so it's 3 steps total. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep going. Switch, switch, kick. Switch, switch, kick. Switch, switch, kick. Switch, switch, kick. Keep doing that. Keep going. Make sure the foot that you kick with is the one behind you. Okay, put that one down. Switch, switch, kick. Okay. Good time. All right, let's stretch it out a little bit. Start with our hands on our hips. Neck rotations first. And switch. This is rolling your neck direction out. Good. Side. Okay, other direction. Good. Okay, hip rotation. Okay, switch. Good. Keep together. Reach down, touch those toes. Okay, knee rotations. Okay, other way. Okay, and then we'll take a second to stretch your legs out a little better. Sit down on your bottom. Head out straight in front of you. Reach for your toes and hold it. Good. Straddle out, legs apart, reach for the middle. Okay, butterfly stretch, bring your feet together. Pull them tight to your body. And try to get your head and your chest down to your feet. Good. Keep one foot in. Stretch one leg straight out. Reach for your toes. Okay, switch. Good job. Stand up. Shake those legs out. Shake those arms out. Grab yourself a quick. All right. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now for the next 3 minutes, we're doing 1 minute at a time. I want to work on our knees first, walking knees. Then I want to work a little bit on our balance. Okay. So first round, if you got a little bit of space, you can kind of go in a straight line back and forth. Okay. So I want you to reach like you were grabbing the back of your opponent's head. I want you to step forward, knee. Okay, and then straight line. However much room you have is fine. And turn around, and then you're going to be walking knees back. Okay. Notice as I'm kneeing, I'm pulling my hands down towards my chest as I do it. Right? That would be simulating if I had the back of someone's head, I'd be pulling their head down into the knee. Okay. So I want you to pull your arms back with each one. Okay. Point your toes down. and pull your heel back close to your butt. Okay, the goal is to make that knee nice and sharp. Okay, and then last thing, when your knee, try not to just lift the leg straight up. You want to push the hip out. Okay, you want your knee to be like a spear. You want to come straight forward into the opponent's stomach, chest, or head, not just lifting up. Okay, but out at the same time. All right, so let's start with our walking knees. You got 1 minute. Okay. Grab, knee, step down, knee, step down. Okay, keep walking. And run out of room, second round. Knee the other way. Okay, if you don't have any space, that's okay. You just do this on your spot. Okay? But if you have a little bit of room, I want you to step forward into it. Okay, so you get used to keeping that energy and that power of the knee driving forward. Okay, keep going, we're almost there. All right, time. Cover the knee. Now, let's work on some balance. Okay, we're going to start off with our rear leg. And again, a good tie stance, kick stance. For 1 minute, I want you to throw your round kick, catch your leg, and hold it. Okay, I want you to try to hold it for 5 seconds, put it down, then you do it again. Okay? The goal is to try to not move around too much on that support leg. Okay? So as I throw my kick and I catch it, I want to be still for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I put it back down, and then I do it again. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? If you take a little hop, restart your count. Okay? The goal is to be in balance as you kick. Okay, so I just moved my foot there. So I can't start yet until I get my balance. Now I can start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And I go back to my stance, I do it again. And from the side here. Okay? And I hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, notice I'm keeping my head straight up. I'm not leaning back too terribly forward because I don't want to throw my balance off. Okay, take and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Now, next round we'll do the lead leg. All right, so last week we worked a lot on the switch. All right, if you want, I would like to see you try to do the switch kick here, then catch that leg. And again, if I'm hopping around, I wait until I'm stable. I wait until this leg's not moving, then I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I put it down and I'll do it again. Okay? You ready? You got 5 more seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. And then switch, kick and catch. All right, now hold your balance. 1, oh, I just had to take a hop, so I got to start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Back here. Switch, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Show you guys from this side. Kick and catch. 1, 2. Oh, I had to take a hop. I got to restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, gotta restart. I'll come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's a good drill to help with balance. Obviously, I gotta practice on the switch kick a little more because I was hopping around a lot more on that one than I was with my rear leg. Okay, but those are some good drills to help you with your balance for kicking, whether you're in Muay Thai, Taekwondo, gym ninjas. Doesn't matter which class you're in. That's a good drill for you to practice. Okay, go ahead and grab yourself a quick drink. All right, so Tuesday, we went over the different 4-count variations. We're going to kind of recap that a little bit. We'll start with our regular Thai 4-count. Okay, traditionally, we're going to start with our lead leg. We throw the right cross, left hook, and the right kick. Obviously, if you're southpaw, that's all opposite. You start with your right kick, left cross, right hook, left kick. Okay, so for the traditional 4-count, we normally are just going to throw a cross straight on a hook or a wide slap up to the head. The alternate version for the punches, you can go overhand body shot, okay, instead of going straight down the line of the cross and then coming over to the side with the hook. Either one of those is fine. I'll let you decide which punches you want to use. But for the first one, let's go from our lead leg to our rear leg. Okay, so I'm going to go from my stance. Here, 1, switch kick, put it down, cross, hook, rear leg kick, and I'm back to my stance. Okay. 2, switch kick, cross, hook, rear leg kicks, and then I'm back to my stance. Okay. And one more. 3, switch kick, cross, hook, rear leg kicks, and then I get back to my stance. Okay. So there's our standard 4-count. Now we'll do our reverse 4-count. Instead of starting with that lead leg switch kick, we're going to start with the rear leg. Okay. Now I like to reverse the punches for this too, but you don't have to. You could still throw cross hook if that's what you like to throw in between, or you could still go overhand body shot. And I like to reverse it when I do the reverse 4-count. So after my rear leg kicks, I step down and go over my left hip or my lead hip so I can turn and throw the hook. Then I'll finish with the cross, finish with the lead leg. Okay. But just giving you a couple different options, a couple different ways to work it. I still have a lot more that I want to get into today, so I'm going to try to move quickly. Just do your best to stick with it. Okay? If you need to, go back, rewatch the video, put a pen and a pad, take down notes, write down the combos, and practice them a little more if you're having trouble. Okay? So, do a reverse 4-count now. Start with the rear leg, finish with the lead leg. Okay? So rear leg kicks. 1, I come down, I throw my hook. I like to throw the cross after that, then I'll switch and throw that lead leg kick. Okay? 2, reverse 4-count here. Rear leg, hook, cross, lead leg. Then I get back to my stance. And one more time from this angle. 3, rear leg kicks, hook, cross, lead leg kicks. Then I'm back to my stance. Okay? So there's your reverse 4-count. Now, the next one we'll do is our lead leg 4-count. Okay, so the lead leg, the lead leg. We're not going to kick with the rear leg at all on this one. Okay, so we'll start with our lead leg, switch, throw the kick, and we follow with the cross, follow with the hook, and then we'll switch again and throw another lead leg round kick. Okay, so let's do the lead leg 4-count now. 1, switch, throw the kick, cross, hook, switch, throw another round kick. Okay, same thing from this angle. 2, switch, throw the kick, cross, hook, switch, throw the kick, back to your stance. Okay, 1 time. From this side. 3, switch, punch, punch, switch. Okay, so there's your lead leg 4-count. Last one for today will be our rear leg 4-count. This time, we'll start and finish with the rear leg kick. Okay, again, punches can be up to you. You can throw that first round kick, hook, cross, throw the second round kick, or you can reverse the punches. As long as you're throwing a cross and a hook, or a hook and a cross, some variation of that in between, I'm okay with it. All right. The main goal with these 4-counts, at least to me, is you're using your kicks to set up your punches and your punches to set up your kicks. That's why the punches are sandwiched in between. And if you were to break these down, you just do 2 steps at a time, right? So going back to our standard 4-count. If I just throw the lead leg kick, that can set me up for the cross. Okay? But I can just practice that one alone. Okay? This is using my kick to set up my punch. Okay? You take the second half of that and just practice that by itself. You should be going with the hook, body shot or a slap to the rear leg kick. Okay, so you can just break that part down. Hook, kick, okay? Hook, kick, all right? And by doing that, I'm teaching my body how to use my punches, okay, to set up the kick, all right? So when you put it all together, right, for the standard 4 count, you're using your kick to set up your punches, and then your punches set you right back up for another kick. Okay, so that's why it's a very important combination, and you want to make sure you practice it a lot. All right. So moving back to our last variation of our 4 count, we're going to use that rear leg to start and finish the combo. Okay. So 1, rear leg throws the round kick, and I like to throw the hook and then across afterwards. Then I'll finish with my round kick again. Okay. From this angle here, rear leg round kick, hook, cross, rear leg round kick, and back to the stand. One more time from this side. 3, round kick, put it down, hook, cross, rear leg round kick, and I'm back to my stance. Okay? So 4 different versions. Okay? You go lead leg to rear leg is your standard 4 count. Rear leg to lead leg is your reverse 4 count. You can go lead leg 4 count, or you just start and finish with the lead leg, or you can go rear leg 4 count, where you start and finish with your other leg. Okay? The punches will stay the same for the most part. Some people like to switch the order. For me, I like to throw the hook after I throw my right kick, and I like throwing my cross after the lead leg kick. Okay? So I'll switch the punches a little bit sometimes when I'm doing them, but if that's too confusing, just pick whichever one you like. If you like just doing the hook cross in between, you can do that for all of them. Okay? Obviously, that's what you do on your standard, right? But for the standard, I can throw that switch kick and go cross hook, kick, right? If I do the reverse, I can still go reverse, cross hook, kick. Okay? If I do lead leg, I can go lead leg, cross hook, kick. Okay? If I do rear leg, I can do the same thing, right? It's all on what's comfortable to you right now, since this is new for the majority of it. Okay? So do the best you can with it. You can tweak it and work on it more when we're able to get classes back going, all right? Now, shifting gears back to boxing a little bit, I want to work on defending the jab. That's something we've been working on in the 2 boxing lessons this week. The 3 ways I want to work on defending it, okay, are 1, single arm cover with the lead arm. Okay. 2, you can catch or parry with the rear arm. Or 3, you can slip to avoid the jab. Okay, those are the 3 defenses we've been working with this week. Obviously, there's more, but that's all we're going to work with for this week. Now, we worked on throwing the jab, defending, doubling up on the right side to counter. Okay, we're going to work on that a little bit, but we're also going to add a little bit of our Muay Thai style to it. So, starting with just the defenses first, okay, my single arm cover. And when I count, I want you to take your lead arm. You're going to put your palm right on your forehead, keep your elbow pointing down, tuck your chin down into your chest. Okay, bring that shoulder up on the arm that's blocking, so that when it protects one side of your face, then with your other arm, the rear hand, you should be blocking the other side of your jaw. Okay, so let's just do that one a couple of times. I'm going to do this today from the high stance. Okay, if you want, you can do it from your boxing stance, that's fine. Okay, but I'm going to do this one from the kick stance here. 1, single arm cover, come back to the stance. Okay. 2, single arm cover, come back to the stance. Okay. 3, single arm cover, come back to the stance. Got it? Now, let's tie that in with our combination. Okay. What I want to do first is throw a jab. Okay. Then with that same arm, I want to get it back quickly, so I can do my single arm cover. Then I'm going to follow it with 2 crosses, and then the switch kick at the end. Okay. So now we're adding a little bit of Muay Thai to it. We're going to throw the kick behind the punch. Okay. We did this earlier in the week. We did a similar combination, but we just stopped after the crosses because obviously in traditional boxing, you're not allowed to kick knee or elbow. Okay. You don't punch. So let's now try working on the same combination, but with a left kick behind it. Okay? So 1, I throw the jab. Okay, I bring my hand back to cover, throw the double cross. Then I'm going to switch throw my round kick, and I come back to my stance. Okay. 2, jab, cover, cross, cross, switch kick, back to the stance. Okay. And one more. 3, jab, cover, cross, cross, switch kick. Okay. So there's one version of doing that block or that drill that we did earlier in the week for boxing with the lead leg round kick behind it. Okay. Second defense we were working. The second defense was either a catch or a parry. Okay. You can do either one. Okay. Now the difference between the two, like I said, some boxing trainers, some boxers regard those as the same thing. Okay. I've been told that's the same thing in boxing gyms. But for me, there is a difference. I think catching the punch is different from the parry. When you catch, all I'm doing is putting my glove in front of my chin like a catcher's mitt to stop the jab from connecting with my face. Okay. When I do the parry, I'm not just putting the glove in front, I'm actually swiping across my face to knock or parry the jab out of the way. Hence the name parry, right? So you can do either one. I'll let you choose. But let's start with just the defense first. Okay. When I catch, okay, or when I parry, either one, okay, I'm bringing my lead arm back to my face. Okay, this hand that was kind of floating out in front comes back. Okay, just like when you go to throw a punch, the hand has to come back or return to the face so that way you can protect the side of your head. Okay. The other thing, obviously, I'm tucking my chin still, just like we did on the cover, but the side that I'm catching or parrying with, I'm bringing that shoulder up. Okay, just like we did in the cover, I use that shoulder to kind of hide part of my jaw and my face. Same thing when I go to catch or parry, I want that shoulder to pop up. So that way it protects the side of my chin on the other side. Okay. So whichever one you choose, make sure 1, you're getting the other hand back to the face. 2, you're tucking the chin. And 3, you're getting the opposite shoulder up to help protect your jaws. Okay. So let's practice a catch or parry together. 1, block the jab, come back. Okay. 2, okay, and 3. Good. Okay. Now, using that defense, let's switch it up a little bit. Okay. For boxing, earlier this week we were going jab, catch, and or parry, followed by the cross and an uppercut. Okay. Today I want to make it a little more Muay Thai style, Muay Thai oriented. After I catch the jab, I'm actually going to reach out with the lead hand and I'm going to hook the back of the opponent's head. Okay, so I'm reaching across their body and scooping the back of their head here. Okay, if I can keep that arm still trapped, that's good. If not, I'm just going to shift my hand forward to grab either the shoulder or the bicep. Okay, from there, I'm going to switch. I'm going to throw my left knee. Then I'm going to step down, right elbow, okay, right uppercut to finish. Now, take your time. We're still going to start with our jab first. Try to follow along with me slowly. 1, jab, catch with the offhand. Okay. Reach and grab. Switch, throw the lead knee, step right down off of that. Throw the right elbow. And after the right elbow, recover back, get down, lift up with the uppercut. Okay? So, real slow. 2, jab, catch with the offhand. Grab, knee, step down, elbow, recover that on the back, and then pick up the right uppercut. Okay? So, this works out good if you hit them with the knee and they double over. You hit them on the side of the head with the elbow. If they're still doubled over, that uppercut can lift the chin back up and lift their head back up to allow you to try to land another strike following them. Okay, after the uppercut, you can follow with another elbow, a right hook, okay, anything like that to try to finish off the opponent. All right, one more time from this side. 3, jab, catch with the offhand. Reach out, grab, switch knee, elbow, recover back, uppercut. Okay, so there's another alternate Muay Thai version of the combination we did in boxing. Okay. Now, third one, last one we're going to do today before we move on out of here is the slip. Okay, so we're going to slip to get out of the way of the jab. All right. Now, most people are going to be throwing their jab with their left hand. The majority of boxers are orthodox. Okay. The majority of you guys, my students, are orthodox. There's a couple southpaws. You're going to be slipping the other way. Okay. But for me, okay, I want to slip off to my right. Okay, to get out of the way of the left-handed jab. Now, if the person I was fighting in boxing was southpaw, if I wanted to get outside of their jab, I would have to slip over to my left. Okay, but for the left-handed jab, which most of us are going to be dealing with, we're going to slip over to our right to get out of the way of that jab. Let's try it together. Two things you can do when you're slipping. Okay, we're tucking our chin, just like we did on our other defenses. One, you can bring both hands tight to your chin, okay, just to protect the face. Or two, you can drop the lead arm to help you roll that shoulder over a little further. Okay, either one is fine, but if you do the second variation of that slip, don't let your hand go past your belly button. There's no need to drop it down that low. The further your hand gets away from your face, the longer it takes to get back up to your face. Okay, and then two, just make sure you get that hand back to your face quickly. All right, let's flip here and then pull it back up quick. All right, just in case they recognize that and they try to counter by throwing a right punch or a right hook. You don't want that hand down here when you sit it back up, because then you're leaving yourself wide open to get hit. Okay, so slip together with me. One, flip, come back. Inside here. Two, flip, come back. Okay. And three, slip, then come back. Okay. Make sure whenever you slip, and no matter what direction you're going, you're slipping back, you're slipping to the side, make sure you don't lean too far over the outside leg. The further I lean outside of my leg, the more off balance I start to get. Okay. So I'm slipping back, same thing. I don't want to lean too much of my weight past my rear leg, because then I'm going to start to fall back. Okay. So be careful, watch your balance when you do that. All right. For our last combination, I want to slip off to the side. Okay. I'm avoiding the jab. Then I'm going to return with the right overhand, followed by our tie 4 count. Switch, hit, hit, kick. Okay. So let's do it together. This is the last one. One, slip, fire back the right overhand. Okay. Switch kick, cross, hook, rear leg kicks. Okay. Two, slip, overhand, 4 count. And I'm back to my stance. Okay. And last one, 3, slip, overhand, 4 count. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Now, if you want, go back to those 4 counts. You can make any of those 4 counts a 5 count by simply adding a knee in before your final kick. Okay, I'll give you an example for starting off with your standard 4 count. You can still start with the switch kick, and still follow up with the rear hand and lead hand. But then before you throw that kick, you're going to grab, throw a knee, step down, then you throw the kick. Okay? Same thing on the reverse. If I reverse here, I round kick, hit, hit, knee, kick. Okay? So you can transform any of those 4 counts into the 5 count by adding a knee in before the last kick. You do the same thing with the lead leg 4 count, same thing with the rear leg 4 count. Okay? So you have a lot to work on. I know I tried to cram a lot into this lesson. I had a lot of ideas and a lot of plans throughout the week of what I wanted to cover. So I wanted to try to cram everything into this last one, just so that way you guys have enough material to work on over the weekend. So again, I know I moved a little quick. Some of it might have been a little difficult. That's all right. After the stream, go back. You can rewatch it. You can pause the video, take notes. I always recommend having a notepad and a pen handy. So if you get some combinations or techniques that you really like, you can always write them down. Just jot them down so you have notes of different things you want to work on later. If you guys have a heavy bag or a partner at home that can hold pads for you, you can always drill with them. Okay, so go back, try to practice the combination. Obviously, the more you do something, as we always say, the better you're going to get at it. Repetition is key. Okay, so good job. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the workout. If you had any questions on the class or anything we just did, feel free to message in the chat. You can private message us on our social media, on Instagram or Facebook. Look for Mission Martial Arts MD. Or you can email us, Coach Dustin at Mission TKD or Master Colin at Mission TKD. So good job, guys. We'll be back here in a few minutes with the final conditioning and workout class of the week. And then we'll also have a Twitch stream today at 4. So good job, guys. Way to hang in there. And I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay. Thank you, guys. Good work.